Life is a difficult journey, and I'm one of them. Hello everyone, welcome to today's Sinology Heart Brigade. Today I would like to share with you that unsociable women, they are often for very prominent abilities. They are not simple. Loneliness is a feast for one, and the carnival is the loneliness of a group of people. People naturally like to live in groups or want to live in a big city while enjoying high-quality resources. Feel the lively atmosphere of life. One person's strength is weak and it is difficult to achieve great things. You have to rely on the power of others to be able to rise with the trend. Many people sacrifice their dignity in order to be gregarious, speaking insincerely in front of others, doing something reluctant. Look at the faces of others and learn to read words and looks. Some people are passionate about eating and drinking, and they never get tired of it. I thought I knew more people and drank more wine. In the future, someone will be able to give face. There are benefits of being gregarious. There are also advantages of being misfit. It has its own merits. People who don't fit in will have 4 abilities that will stand out. Strong ability to carry things. When life is at a low point, how did you get out of this situation? Someone pulls you along, or does you try to figure it out yourself? Or maybe use the power of nature to get yourself back on your feet. It has been said, when you are poor, relatives and friends will look down on you. This sentence sounds poignant, but it is also a reality. Someone is willing to help you because you are valuable, can help them in turn, and no one helps you because you are too poor. There is no power to help others. Best friends are evenly matched. The best relatives are courteous. When you're in a difficult situation and need help from someone else urgently, often there is no one to help. When you are poor, others will avoid you. I'm afraid that you will ask them for help. You borrow money from someone else, they will look at you with disdain. Don't believe you have the ability to repay. As soon as you open your mouth, you will be rejected. People who don't fit in are very capable of carrying things. No matter how much wind or rain, can bear it alone and move forward with a heavy load. They bury the eyes of others, their hurts, and the suffering of life in their hearts. Don't complain to anyone, nor do they kneel and beg for help, but try to get out of trouble. Let the road ahead be smoother and smoother. You know, those who are silent often experienced great pain. No one can understand the vicissitudes of the heart, but they themselves were able to bear and let go. Ability to keep a clear head. The truly strong tend to be alone. It's like a tiger and a lion. Monopoly on one side, inviolable. And ants like to live in groups, although united, but it can also be hurt at any time. When ants are looking for food, they need to go out of their nests, otherwise it will be difficult to survive. If a person is not social, he needs to think independently. No matter what happens, you have to force yourself to calm down. Look for solutions to problems. When one gets used to thinking for oneself, there will be no panic. All problems can be solved. If a person is very gregarious, when encountering something, the first time I will ask others what to do. Other people's advice is reasonable and insightful, but it doesn't have to be for you, because they don't understand your specific situation and mood. You ask 100 people, you get 100 different suggestions. It's hard to choose. Instead, it can make life chaotic. Unsociable people are sober-minded. They will take the advice of others, but they will not accept it all. They always stick to their ideas and act on that idea. Break free from the constraints of others. Able to travel lightly and walk like the wind. Excellent solitude. Annette then shared such a story. She said she had a female colleague. It's a complete outlier in the unit, because she's always alone, almost never participates in drinks and dinners organized by colleagues. Even when other colleagues get together to talk about entertainment, gossip, fashion outfits, she also always didn't say a word. At most, it's just a smile in response. I have the impression that she is not busy with the work at hand. It's just burying your head in a book. Privately, many colleagues said that she was too unsociable, thinks that it is difficult for a person like her to survive in society. But more than a year later, she suddenly resigned because she didn't just pass the bar exam. He also entered a well-known local law firm. After a long time, we met again by chance. She was already the same as before, talking and laughing in the crowd, full of spirit. They talked about the past, and their colleagues said it has always been her dream to be a lawyer, although knowing that the road will be difficult. But she had already made up her mind. The so-called gatherings, social circles, it was never what she wanted, so she never thought about fitting in. Yes, think about it. Whether you fit in or not is just a comment from the outside world, for the sake of the world's eyes and the likes of others, branding of his original appearance. Possibly joining a circle that does not belong to you is the real sorrow. Writer Lewton has a good saying, being out of place is superficial loneliness. To be gregarious is to be lonely inside. You force yourself to cater to others in exchange for a momentary excitement, and when the hustle and bustle passes, what is left is greater loneliness and loneliness. Those circles that don't fit you don't have to squeeze hard. Giving up as soon as possible is the real sobriety. A woman with a strong heart. You don't need to prove yourself by being gregarious. They will even take the initiative to screen their social circles. Only work with people who have the same frequency and similar souls. They are also never afraid of loneliness. In a time when no one cared, I can still calm down and do my own thing. Little by little, you are moving towards the life you want. Strong self-discipline. People who are really out of place know how to improve themselves. Rely on yourself and work silently. Mr. Yan Zhong and Mr. Qiang Zhongshu are such people. They rarely socialize. I like to hide in the study and read. He entertains himself and rarely attends various events. But Mr. Yan Zhong translated Don Quixote. The circulation is as high as 1 million copies. It is one of the best translations out there. She was 102 years old. Also published the 2.5 million word Yan Zhong anthology. The world respectfully calls her sir, and she deserves it. Truly unsociable people will put his energy into the cause he loves. Improve yourself and gain more insights into life. Sublimate your state of mind. Gain a deeper understanding of the world. Solitude is a state of not being disturbed. It can open up the mode of one's cultivation. It allows people to have a close conversation with their souls, achieve higher achievements. Everyone craves outside recognition. I want to achieve a higher value in life. Then stop blindly following the public. Learn not to fit in and cherish your own time. Polishing yourself into a focused person. Have your own pace. It is not easily broken by anyone or anything. Keep your own space and freedom. Let yourself slowly metamorphose. Unsociable women more confident. In fact, the weaker the one, the more you will desperately huddle together to keep warm. The truly strong don't need to worry about being isolated. You see, lions and tigers are always alone. Only foxes and dogs come in packs, because being gregarious reduces fear. There is no group cooperation. Individuals are more likely to be defeated alone. Just like many cattle people who have achieved great things throughout the ages. A giant with outstanding achievements in various fields. Most of the time it seems a little out of place. As Schopenhauer said, man's gregariousness is probably directly proportional to his poverty of knowledge and vulgarity. A circle that you can fit into. There is a big element of coincidence, because it has a lot to do with your insight, temperament, and interests. For the strong, because they are excellent, they are confident, you're the best at work. I have to let you integrate into the circle of long-tongued women who live by gossiping and telling right and wrong every day, doomed to be impossible. Unsociable women, more focused.